General Kextar stood before the assembled Galactic Council, his forearms spread wide in a gesture of dominance. The reptilian warlord's scales shimmered with bioluminescent patterns that conveyed his supreme confidence to the gathered delegates from across the galaxy. Esteemed council members, his voice boomed through the chamber's translation matrix, I present to you the final evidence of humanity's collapse. The holographic display behind him flickered to life, showing devastating scenes from Earth. Crumbling cities, abandoned settlements, and what appeared to be mass exodus ships fleeing the planet. The images painted a picture of a species in complete retreat. For 3 standard cycles we have monitored this primitive species, Kextar continued, his predatory grin revealing rows of serrated teeth. They call themselves humans, and they have proven themselves to be the most pathetic addition to our galactic community. Faced with the first real challenge to their existence, a simple asteroid mining dispute with the Zelkaran Trade Federation, they have completely capitulated. Murmurs rippled through the council chamber. The Andromedans clicked their mandibles in what passed for laughter among their kind. The crystalline ethereals hummed in harmonic agreement. Even the normally diplomatic Centaurians seemed to nod their elongated heads in acknowledgement. I propose, Kextar raised his voice above the chatter, that we remove Earth from protected status and divide their solar system among the proper civilizations. A species that abandons their homeworld at the first sign of adversity has no place among the stars. Ambassador Veltar of the Centaurian Collective stood, her graceful form radiating the composed authority of an ancient civilization. While the evidence appears compelling, General, should we not attempt to contact the human government before making such a decision? Kextar's laugh was a harsh bark that echoed through the chamber. Contact them? Ambassador, our long-range scanners show their government facilities completely dark. Their military installations are abandoned. Their communication networks have gone silent. There is nothing left to contact. The vote was swift and decisive. 47 civilizations in favor, 3 abstentions, 0 opposed. Earth's protection was revoked, and its solar system was declared open for colonization. 3 days later, Kextar's invasion fleet emerged from hyperspace at the edge of the Sol system. 200 of his finest warships, each bristling with plasma cannons and quantum torpedoes, formed an intimidating wall of destruction against the starfield. Begin scanning for residual human populations, he ordered from his flagship's command deck. I want to know if there are any stragglers hiding in the asteroid belt or outer moons. His tactical officer, a scaled subordinate named Drixmol, hunched over his console. Sir, I'm detecting some unusual readings from the 3rd planet. Unusual how? The power signatures. They're not consistent with a dead world. In fact, they appear to be. Drixmol's words were cut off as proximity alarms began screaming throughout the fleet. Kextar spun toward the main view screen as his sensor officer shouted over the chaos. Sir, massive energy signatures emerging from the planet's surface. Multiple launch vectors detected. The view screen exploded with light as hundreds of sleek vessels burst from Earth's atmosphere like silver arrows released from an enormous bow. They moved with a fluid grace that spoke of advanced propulsion technology, accelerating at rates that should have liquefied any organic crew. Impossible, Kextar breathed. Our intelligence showed complete abandonment. His communications, officer's scales paled to a sickly yellow. Sir, we're receiving a transmission. It's human. On screen. The image that appeared showed a human female in a crisp military uniform, her dark eyes holding an intensity that made Kextar's spine tingle with an unfamiliar sensation. Behind her, he could see what was clearly a command center buzzing with activity. General Kextar, the human said, her voice carrying a weight that commanded attention despite her species' small stature. I am Admiral Sarah Chen of the United Earth Defense Force. I believe you were expecting to find a broken civilization. Kextar found his voice. Your cities are in ruins. Your people have fled. Admiral Chen's smile was sharp as a blade. Did you really think we would leave our actual infrastructure exposed when we detected your scout ships 3 months ago? Those ruins you observed were carefully constructed facades. The fleeing civilians were automated decoys. "We've been watching you watch us, General." The tactical display showed the human ships taking formation around Kextar's fleet with military precision. Each vessel was smaller than his warships, but there were thousands of them, and they moved with a coordination that spoke of advanced AI assistance and unified command. "While you were debating our fate in your council," Chen continued, "we were preparing. You see, General, humans have a saying. The best defense is preparation your enemy doesn't know about. We learned long ago that in a galaxy full of predators, the smart prey becomes the apex predator." Kextar's strategic mind finally processed what was happening. This was a trap. "Not a trap," Chen corrected. "A test. We needed to know which civilizations would stand with us and which would try to pick our bones clean at the first sign of weakness. Congratulations, General. You and your allies just failed spectacularly." The human ships opened fire simultaneously, not the crude projectile weapons or basic energy beams that galactic intelligence had attributed to humanity, but sophisticated quantum disruptors that tore through Kextar's shields like paper. His flagship shuddered under the assault as system after system went critical. "This is impossible," he roared. "Your technology level was carefully hidden," Chen finished. "Did you really think a species capable of reaching the stars would show all their cards to potential enemies? We've been studying your technology, your tactics, your weaknesses for years. Every diplomatic exchange, every trade negotiation, every cultural celebration you invited us to, we were learning." Kextar's fleet, the pride of his military, crumbled around him. His ships were being systematically disabled rather than destroyed, their crews captured rather than killed. It was a demonstration of power that spoke to capabilities far beyond what any galactic civilization had imagined humanity possessed. "You have a choice, General," Admiral Chen said, as escape pods began launching from Kextar's dying flagship. "Surrender now and face judgment for your unprovoked aggression, or continue fighting and discover just how advanced primitive humanity has become." As his command deck filled with smoke and the taste of defeat, Kextar realized the terrible truth. Humanity hadn't been broken by their first galactic challenge, they had been forged by it. And now the galaxy would have to reckon with what they had helped create. The Warlord who had declared humanity broken now found himself shattered, while Earth's answer echoed across the stars. "We are not your victims, we are your reckoning."